Next, we want to go back to a topic that we've already discussed. That is the relationship between sight alignment and sight picture. We've already talked about the importance of sight alignment is more vital to correct shooting than the sight picture. In other words, having that front post setting properly between the back post is more important than having it perfectly lined up on the bullseye. Because if you are properly aligned with your sights and you move 2 inches to the right, the point of aim, point of impact will stay the same. So you will miss 2 inches to the right. However, if your sight picture changes, or your sight alignment changes, so my front sight's out here, I'm not even going to hit my target. So therefore, we've already discussed how sight alignment is more important than sight picture. And I get a lot of people that push back on that. And they say, no, you don't have to have perfect sight alignment. I agree. Perfect sight alignment is not nearly as important, but proper sight alignment is. Being able to line up your front sight, you should be able to do that almost with your eyes closed. When I grip my firearm, when I come up naturally because of the way I grip from my holster in my draw. I come up naturally in proper sight alignment. So gathering that sight picture is very quick. Getting that front sight acquired on target is not very much trouble at all. However, in a defensive situation where you're drawing while moving, while you're moving backwards, while you're falling, drawing from concealment, things where you aren't ready to be in a fight yet you find yourself in one, that sight picture takes more importance than sight alignment. So let me explain that. When I'm here and I'm trying to hit a bullseye, my sight alignment has to take the front seat priority versus my sight picture. Whereas if I am in a defensive situation, I want to find that front sight. And my general rule of thumb is this. I want perfect sight alignment if it's available. However, if it's not, as long as my front sight post is within vision of the back two sight posts and on my target, so this would be acceptable, I'm ready to fire. Therefore, when I come out and on target, if my sight alignment, if it's way off, if it's outside that rear sight post, then I can't fire. I'm not going to hit my target. I might as well be throwing my gun at him. However, if my front sight post is going to move just a little bit inside the relationship of my rear sight, even if it's slightly down and to the right or whatever, if I can see my front sight through the rear sights and I can see that, if I can actually, picture that onto my target, then I'm ready to hit a combat effective shot. Keep in mind, most of these altercations are going to be taking place inside of 21 feet. Most of the time, dramatically closer than 21 feet. So your sight alignment certainly does not have to be perfect. When you're first learning to shoot, when you're first getting the basics down, your sight alignment is vital. You want everything to remain as constantly the same as you can so that you can build a strong base of fundamentals. However, in a defensive situation, sight picture is the more important of the two.